Hello, everyone. This is Nathan Bridges from Nathan's Nuggets, and today I'm with Jack Stonehouse, the punter for Chaminade High School. Thanks for joining me today.
Of course, of course. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'll start the first question. How old were you when you started playing football?
So when I started playing football, I was in sixth grade. Well, tackle football. Flag football, I was probably in third grade. But tackle football, that's when I started playing, sixth grade for sure.
So sixth grade is when you started playing tackle.
Exactly, exactly.
Did you play any other sports?
So I have played for Chaminade freshman and sophomore year, and I played basketball and volleyball along with football. And then junior year, freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I played volleyball and football all 3 years. But this next year, um, since the football season got moved, I might only play football.
So you put your three sports, but since it got postponed, you're going to focus on football.
Exactly, exactly.
Why did you choose to go to Chaminade?
So that was a big thing for me because I actually live a little farther away, but my sister, who's older than me, went there and she loved it. And my middle school is kind of like a feeder school into Chaminade a little bit. So I mean, it was definitely the right choice because that's the best school for me.
So you have to like commute a little bit because you're
Yeah,
farther.
exactly, exactly. Yeah. So my sister, when she was able to drive, she'd drive me, and then I was able to drive, so it wasn't
That
too bad.
works perfect for you because you always had a ride
Exactly,
a way to get there.
exactly.
How do you think playing for Chaminade helps you be able to play at the next level?
Chaminade's definitely at a high level enough to where coaches see your academics and your football, and being that private like Catholic school, they know that you're kind of in tune to all that stuff. And then with the division that we're in one of the top divisions in California. So I mean, that's all they're doing. They're preparing us to get to college. So
So it helps you if you're playing against some of the top high schools,
exactly,
and then
exactly.
the coaches look at like, the academics also because you're focused on that also there.
Right, right. Yeah.
What is it like being the number one punter in California?
That's I mean, that just kind of goes to show like hard work pays off. I have a lot of uh family members that did punting and kicking. So I mean, that's a lot of I mean, I'm thankful. I'm thankful very much. I'm very much thankful, but very hard work. That's all I have to say. Hard work pays off.
That your hard work it paid off to get you to where you are today.
Exactly. The everyday grind. Gotta stay on it.
Always working.
Exactly.
What is it like being a top 10 punter in the nation and knowing a lot of schools are watching you?
So the biggest thing for me right now is kind of finding the right school, and being top 10 obviously helps for like in recruiting wise. Get to say like these are my stats. This is how I did at this camp or wherever it happened. So definitely being in the top 10 helps, but and is helping. But you know, just gotta keep on grinding. I want to get higher than 10. So
Keep on grinding, you're going to continue to move your way up.
exactly.
What were you feeling when you got your first offer?
When my first offer was actually like literally in this parking spot, like where
Oh,
I'm at
wow.
right now. Yeah, with Nevada. Um, and it kind of was just like kind of like reassuring, saying like, okay, like you've practiced this hard this many days, and it's kind of just like, okay, like now you have somewhere where it's like that you worked hard enough to get there, and then you have that place that you can always go to. So that was a big thing for me.
It's like that your hard work, it's not like just for nothing, that you always have a place you can go to.
Right, exactly.
That's cool that it was in the parking lot that you're sitting in right now.
Yeah, literally this parking spot. Yeah, yeah,
You got like a text.
yeah. He texted me. He said, "Let's hop on the phone," and then we hopped on the phone, and then I was just sitting here waiting for ACT practice, and yeah, he just let me know.
That's cool. Do
Yeah,
you know a certain angle you have to punt the ball at when the wind is blowing a certain way?
right. So punting is all within the drop. The drop is pretty much the most important thing that you have. So your drop table is supposed to be a little bit lower than your waist or right at your waist. And I mean, if you're going into the wind, you obviously want to drop it lower so there's less time in between when you're swinging and when the ball's dropping. So if you drop it closer to your leg, it's obviously going to be closer that way. If the wind's going to the right, then you obviously want to go with the wind a little bit. So you'd go to the right, left, same thing. But with the wind, I mean, you can't ask for pretty much anything better.
So
It takes the ball with it.
it's all about like the drop pretty much.
Exactly.
How,
Yeah,
like,
the drop
you
is
use the wind.
exactly.
Who is your favorite football player as a kid?
As a kid and still now is my dad. My dad punted for USC, and then he played for the Giants a little bit and punted there. So he was and still is my favorite punter and
So
player
your
in
dad
the NFL.
is your favorite football player. That's cool.
Exactly.
So he played for USC.
Yep.
That's where my dad went to school.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, that's big time.
Yeah. It's funny that 'cause my mom went to UCLA.
So did mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom played soccer at UCLA. Yeah.
They didn't do sports. They were students.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, still big time. Those schools are great
It is
schools.
because they're hard
Yeah.
schools to get into.
Exactly.
Do you try to model your game after anyone?
My dad. So, I mean, my dad, obviously, I modeled my game after, and then my uncle punted at Stanford, and then my cousin's punting right now at Colorado State. So pretty much those three people are, I mean, they've helped me get to where I am now, and I'm looking forward to them helping me more. They're the reason why I'm punting.
You have a family of punters.
Exactly.
What is the best punt you have ever had?
I think in a game, it actually I think was like probably freshman year. So freshman year, it was kind of like I mean, I kept my stats, but like it was really just trying to hit the crap out of the ball, you know? So that ball, I believe it was like a 64-4-3-ish. I'm not sure exactly, but it was definitely 64 yards. I think it was a 4-3. But since then, it's kind of more like for your stats and for the team. So it's like I can kick it 70 yards, but that's not going to help anybody if it goes into the back of the end zone. So it's more trying to figure out how to punt it and where to put it. So I think it probably was freshman year, yeah.
So to put it like in the like a tough position for the offense for the other teams.
Exactly.
Was your freshman year?
Yeah, freshman year. I mean, that was just kind of just trying to kick the crap out of it, and then now it's kind of just helping out your team. It's not all about me, I guess. Like freshman year was kind of just like go as far as you can, but now it's kind of like helping out the team.
Helping out the team for a good position to put them in.
Exactly.
What is the most intense high school game you've ever played in?
I would probably say Norco of last year, because that game, our kicker had to sit out a little bit because he got sick. So I actually had to punt, do kickoff and field goals and PATs. So I was just in there, and then actually, even if I wasn't kicking physically, I mean, that game was crazy. We won in overtime by 2 points.
Wow.
So that was definitely the craziest game.
So you have to do a lot extra, like you have to kick, you have to punt, and
Exactly. Yeah.
you attend camps to help you with your skills.
Right. So the biggest thing, like, that's how I know where I'm ranked at and how I'm ranked, is actually this guy. It's Cole's Kicking, and that and he helps you in every aspect of getting recruited and teaching you how to punt and all of this stuff. So I mean, without my family getting involved, Cole's is pretty much the biggest thing that's helped me in getting recruited.
So you're wearing the shirt right now?
Yeah, I wear this shirt all the time. I have like 30 of these from going to camp. So it's like my go-to shirt.
It helps you also, like the recruiting part also?
Yep. He tells you, once he ranks you, then he talks to coaches for you, tells them this kid would be good for your school, this kid would be good or not good for your school. So he's a big part in recruiting for punting.
How have you been staying in shape and ready for this upcoming season?
I mean, literally every day except for one day out of the week, I've been finding public parks, fields I can hop onto and stuff. So, I mean, the biggest thing is staying in shape. We're getting extra time for the season. We get all this extra time, so you might as well take advantage of it. So I'm going out punting every day. I'm working out at home. But the biggest thing for us is staying in shape and getting in better shape than we could have been for the season.
Seriously, getting in even better shape, like taking advantage of the time off. And
Exactly.
what are your goals for your senior season?
Senior season, I would definitely say to commit to a school. That's the biggest thing. And then for our season, our team alone, I want to make it back into the championship game again. That we almost had that win. We almost got in there. So our team's looking to get a ring this year.
I heard about that game, so you want to get the ring this time.
Yep, that's the biggest goal.
And then commit to a school.
Yep. I want to be committed. Yep.
Then the last question I have is for fun. You get to take any 3 NFL players to dinner. They can be past or present. Who are you taking?
Did you say 3?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'd take Marquette King. I'd take Tom Brady only because he has a lot of experience, and then probably Pat McAfee. So Marquette King and Pat McAfee are great punters, and then Tom Brady is just really experienced.
They were both funny punters.
Exactly, yeah.
Then Tom Brady.
Have you seen his podcast?
What?
Have you seen Pat McAfee's podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He is. And Marquette King, I think, wasn't he the one who danced with the flag once?
Yep, he threw that on the ground. Yeah, he did.
All right. Thanks for joining me today. Those are all the questions I have.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No problem.